Hey, Derek Aaron here at Tom Bush Volkswagen on Atlantic Boulevard in Jacksonville. I'm taking you around to this tour. I've got the key in my hand here. It's the 2013 Honda Accord, the EXL. I'm going to just start with the body and work my way around, and then we'll get to the interior. We're going to take a test drive after that. But judging from the front, just want to say straight out, there are a lot of blemishes on this car, but there are some good things. Before I even get to the tour, it is a one-owner vehicle, and while there are not a lot of oil changes, I know this guy has done all the oil changes for the most part at home. Really, the only time he didn't is when the transmission fluid was changed in this. The other thing I'm going to mention is, even though it's been here for a little while, we've been running a little slow on getting these safety inspected. So this one, as it stands right now, is probably going to be going back today. Now that there's been some interest, now that we've lowered the price. And speaking of price, we've got it down to where even with our dealer fee and taxes, we're below what we bought this car for. So we have it for sale right now for $8,500, and with tax and our dealer fee, you're looking at $10,500. That's with a brand new license plate. It would be $200 less if you had, or approximately $200 less if you transferred a plate from your old or existing vehicle. Okay, so getting back to the tour, I will say on the front, there's a little bit of cracking here on this plastic chrome part. A big scratch in the front. The tires, to me, let's see, I've got my little gauge here. They look pretty meaty, so I don't think you have to be concerned with that. Yeah, that's well in the new range. And they were just put on 2 years ago. So I don't think a lot of driving has been had on this car in the last few years. Same with the back tires, they're in equally good shape. A little bit of a scuff here, kind of looks like a supermarket shopping cart kind of scuff. And then there's a little bit of a dent you'll be able to see probably right there. But do I see any fading? No. Do I see any cracked plastics? No. I don't see anything wrong with the windows. These are regular alloy wheels, and it doesn't look like they're chewed up. They just need to be cleaned up a little bit. And rear view mirrors look good. Of course, with a car this old, you're going to have a little bit of fogging on the headlights. And so now let's. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there are a couple blemishes on the windshield. Right here is a crescent, and right there is a little star that just started forming. Probably at this price, we're going to leave it as is. In Florida, your insurance will replace windshields for free. If you wanted us to replace it, we could, and we would just charge you basically what we pay for somebody to do it themselves. Not only has it not been safety inspected, but it really hasn't been cleaned up yet in the way that we like to see. But you wanted a cold start, so what I'm going to do is pop the hood. And it's been hours since I moved it over here from the mechanic's shop over to here. Give me just a second to prop this hood. And there it is. And back to life we go. So it looks like it's going to need a engine cover gasket, because it looks like there's some old oil leaks here. And the oil actually looks clean, because we haven't even done the oil change yet. So if that looks good, then that's in good shape. Especially with this many miles. And you can see the new battery we just put in. Let me go ahead and start it up. You've got power seats, an EcoBoost button here, which is like, this kind of generally makes it a little more eco-friendly at the loss of some power on your AC and a little bit of power loss in your engine. The one thing I do have to look up is the engine code here. And you did want to hear it start up, so it did start up from a cold start that fast. Let me turn it off. No strange noises or anything. Okay, let's kick it back on. Oh, and then by the way, the AC, it's dual control here. And the AC is blowing cold. Good, let me switch this mode here. Sometimes there's a little flapper in there that gets broken, but this one is adjusting perfectly. You got heated seats here, cup holders, a little bit of storage here, a little bit of storage there with the owner's manual, sunglass tray, rear view mirror that auto dims, which is really, really cool. And then sunroof. Does the sunroof work? Let's check it out. Let's check out all these windows. Those are automatic in the front, so you got to hold down the back. Okay, everything looks good. Perfect. And then while we're at it, let's see, it's got a push to tilt. So it does tilt, and we'll get that back. And then, what's this one? There's the other one to open it up. All right, so that seems to work good. It's got that windscreen on it. And it's got memory seats. It's got automatic daytime running lights that turn into regular headlights. It looks like, no, that's not automatic, the high beams. And so the only other thing is, maybe, I'll look later, but we've got to get a code for the radio. Whenever you change the battery on a lot of these old late model Hondas, you have to put the code in. Worst case scenario, I know that if there's a sequence of buttons that you have to push, it'll give you the serial code here. Then you just simply link it up to the VIN and then call Honda with that information, and they'll email it to you, usually within 24 hours. That's at least my experience the last couple times. Okay, other than that, it would probably also have, I was going to say an upgraded stereo, but probably not. But it looks like it does have some front automatic braking. So if, like, you know, somebody on a bicycle or another car gets too close, it'll try to prevent an accident from happening. So I'm going to pause it for a second. All right, now I'm back. So now that we've done that, and truly the air conditioning, these are auto roll-ups, that's pretty sweet. You got to do the back yourself though. But what was I going to say? I don't remember now. Okay, putting it in drive. Let's go for a little spin. Basically what I want to do is just get it up to where it's in the higher range. I know this is a CVT transmission, so, but you know how the shifts still kind of feel like they're happening. So I'm going to shut the engine, the air off. I'm going to let this guy go a little bit. Well, actually, this is a speed bump, so let me get through this. Good. Suspension sounds good. No creaks or rattles or anything crazy. And then starting here, we're just going to and then we're going to brake pretty hard. Ugh. Okay, that made me car sick, but worth it. Brakes, even in this condition that we haven't even done the safety inspection, work well. I'm going to turn the air on again because it's brutally hot, 93 degrees out here. And then what do we got on the dash here? So we have regular cruise control, so it's nothing modern like the lane departure assist. You don't have blind spot monitoring. You do have a lot of miles on this car, but if we trust the previous owner and they really did the maintenance the way they did, which at least we had a coolant flush. I don't know what other maintenance, because it's just, there's no documentation of anything. But you got cruise control over here, you've got your radio stuff over here. I imagine the only thing you're going to get here is a Bluetooth connected phone for your radio and your phone, you know, taking calls and such. But I will say the air feels good. I don't know about the key. If you stuck around this long, I think we may only have one key for this car. And I was gonna search through this menu here and see if I couldn't. Let's see. This changes. It did look like the oil change was just done a couple thousand miles ago. And then scrolling through this, the tank is more than half, just a little more than half full, and it's a 242 range. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up here. So let me know if you have any questions. I will let you know as soon as it gets out of the safety inspection phase. And quite frankly, it still needs to go to detail as well. So let me set that up. And then, like I said, it's going to be like 10.5 out the door with a new tag. 10.300 if you're going to transfer from an old one to a new one. And then let me know if you have a trade, because we can certainly factor that into it. And if you're looking for financing, we have all kinds of financing available. So message me soon. Thanks for your time.